Clearly, I can't be trusted to be productive if I'm not filming a YouTube video, so you're going to spend the week with me and you need to keep me accountable because it's really bad. So it's Monday the 10th of February. I got back from my trip to Slovakia on Friday. I've just posted my Slovakia YouTube video, but I have not unpacked yet. I'm ready to show you the room, but please don't scream. So we've got a lot of stuff that we need to sort out there. This is all the things that I've not unpacked. And then this is all the mess that I made when I was packing. And before I get the comments of people being like, how do you live like that? I've actually not been inside my room for the past 3 days. Yesterday, we went on this walk. We went up near Macclesfield Forest and it was actually really misty. So we'd done like, I'd say maybe like 25 minutes of the walk. We were only a quarter of the way through it. And there was loads of people coming through the mist at us in one direction, so I was like filming just to be like for my vlog to say the visibility is really bad. And then we saw like some other people in a little crouched down crowd, so we thought maybe they just stopped, but because it was wet, why would you be crouched down on the floor? So I said to my boyfriend, like, we need to go over and see what's going on. Thank God we did, because apparently there was this guy that had broken his ankle and they'd called for an ambulance, and the ambulance had told them it would be 10 minutes, and then it had already been 50 minutes. He'd been lying on the ground in the cold, and they were a bit off the road, so like where the circular walk went, there was an A road going through it, and you have to cross over and then continue down into a field, and they were in the second field over from the road, so like because of the mist you could barely even see them in the field we were in, but you wouldn't see them from the road. I was like, okay, my boyfriend stayed with them, gave him his jacket and a woolly hat and stuff because they did not have enough warm clothes on, and I was like, I'm gonna go try and get a signal because there was no signal. So I walked up to the road, rang the ambulance, and they were like, oh well, what's the name of the guy that's hurt, because we can't find any record of a call or anyone being sent out. So they've been lying on the floor waiting for this ambulance that was not even coming. Side note, guys, how gorgeous does that look? Actually, I don't want to complain about ambulance people because I know it's understaffed and stuff, but like when I was speaking to them on the phone, I was like, so have you sent someone to look? Because they were like trying to locate us and stuff. We told them like the coordinates, the postcode, the fact that it was a circular walk and that it was crossing an A road. I was like, I don't actually know like how else to tell you. Obviously there's that app which now I'm going to have called the like 3-word app where you can tell anyone any location you're in by 3 words. And then I was with 2 other people that were standing waiting for the first ambulance to flag them down, and one of them was trying to download it while I was on the phone to the ambulance, and I was using SOS to call because I didn't have data. But the ambulance people were like, yeah, we can't send anyone to give us the 3 words. It's actually made me lose trust in whether emergency help will actually come, because I always thought even if you call and it just pings to a telephone tower, they send an ambulance out to check because sometimes you can't talk, and like they just were not telling us that someone was coming. And then I was like, oh, how long do you think it'll be? He was like, well, you're in the middle of 2 ambulance districts, so it could be like an hour. I said to him, I was like, when you send the ambulance, you're gonna have to get this guy over 2 walls. This guy weighed 18 stones. And there's 2 like walls. One of them was like a style one, and one of them was like you had to climb a ladder to get up it. So they send this ambulance eventually. At this point, the couple that I'd been stood with, they went to go get their car because they were like, we're getting too cold, we're gonna bring our car back round and we'll park up and wait with the car, so like at least we'll have some shelter. So as I'm waiting for the ambulance, these 2 guys walked past and they were like, we've just spoke to the people on the ground, do you want us to wait with you? I was like, oh, it's fine, I'm just gonna flag the ambulance down. Thank God the ambulance appeared at that minute because we needed their help, because this guy needed carrying on a stretcher. They only sent 2 guys in the ambulance and they weren't even wearing like hat, coats. They were wearing literal like work brogues, you know, like lace up shoes that you'd wear with a suit. Another key detail that was making it even more stressful was the 2 men, the one that was with his broken ankle and his mate, both had dogs, and the dogs were like fighting each other, and like one of the dogs was like something pit bull crossed that was like a rescue dog, and he was very like aggy, and I'm like, I've not grown up around dogs, like I don't mind dogs, but I get a bit jumpy that they're going to try to bite me. Because all the men were needing to lift the stretcher, I was like, oh, I got to stand with the dog. Like, after he'd gone off in the ambulance, his friend still had 3 miles to get back to his car with these 2 dogs which were fighting each other. So we said like, oh, you come with us, our car's only 25 minutes back, we'll drive you in our car to your car. So we did that. Like, we obviously at that point we'd been stood out in the cold for like over an hour and a half, so we just didn't want to carry on the walk, and we were cold and hungry. The dogs actually chilled down as soon as they were walking. I'm just gonna make the coffee and then we're gonna have a shower. I'm gonna put my gym outfit on and do my makeup. The stress of trying to fit 2 dogs and another person in my tiny Suzuki Jimny, I actually ended up finding a gym top which I've been missing for ages in the back seat, so we're gonna wear that today. makeup's done. I need to do a voiceover for a video. So that one's just gone live. Right now I'm going to drive to TK Maxx because I want to film a video of like what's in TK Maxx at the moment. And let's do this difficulty level impossible, not buy anything. Also got some car updates while we're out. I want to do some research because my dad has agreed, surprisingly, to help me paint my own car pink. I think that this chimney would be like the most iconic like Barbie mobile if it was painted pink. And I want to get, I know in the UK they're illegal, but like those metal bars at the front, but you can get like fake ones that don't actually like, they wouldn't injure anyone. I've arrived and I've got my lunchbox. I bought my little granola pot which has got the spoon and the lid and like a separate thing to keep the granola dry. I got my salad, bought my protein shaker. Now let's go into TK Maxx. I don't really want to carry this entire bag. Finished at TK Maxx. I only came out with one thing which I've been wanting for ages. It's like a Skims dupe, their Juicy Couture. They've got built-in push-up bra. But now time to go get a coffee because I'm going to actually wet myself. So I really need to go use the Costa Coffee toilets. I managed to sneak in because it was busy and I'm going to buy my coffee at the next place we go to because I prefer that one. But I'm so hungry, I'm getting a bit of a headache, so let's have lunch together. I filmed a really good like what's in TK Maxx video for TikTok, so make sure you go watch that because I found lots of other good stuff, but I was just being very strict with myself. We are also going to go to Tesco's today because I do need to do a bit of a food shop. I'm running out of these, and these have been so popular. Don't want to be big-headed because it's probably not because of me, but I have been eating them a lot on mukbangs and stuff. And when I went to the shops at the weekend, obviously the weekend everyone does their shopping, but they were sold out and I was so sad. I finished eating this and then we're going to go work in a coffee shop. Right, I've just got to the gym. It's not very good lighting, I'm sorry if it's not good quality right now. I didn't even get around to doing my emails. I was just busy like last minute getting Valentine's Day presents from my boyfriend because they've got to come in the next 4 days, and part of the stress was because I wanted to get him a trip for Valentine's Day for us to do in the summer, but obviously he works full time and flights have just gone up so expensive when you're looking for ones around bank holidays. Like obviously I always used to have to do that, but I swear like in the past it wasn't like £400 just to go to Barcelona. I almost forgot another exciting update. I also ordered a Canon camera. I ordered one on eBay. It should be coming soon. I could have got one cheaper if I wanted to wait until like March for it to arrive, but because my birthday's at the end of February, I just want it quickly. I'll finish eating this and I'll catch up with you after the gym. 7 PM now. I've just finished at the gym. I have vegan lasagna for dinner and I might do a little bit of a mukbang. I'm really just trying to avoid cleaning my room, but I'm gonna have to get it cleaned by tomorrow. I'm not sure why it's like very runny compared to usual, but I'm gonna try and fix it by just sprinkling some nutritional yeast on it. It just makes stuff taste a bit more nutty. It's not really cheesy. Chili flakes. I've also just seen that Not Love Line with Trish and Tanner have just posted a new video, so I'll probably watch that. It's really bad because I've only just got a TV in my room that works good with Netflix, and like I still watch everything on my tiny phone screen. I just think my attention span is so bad I can't even like watch Netflix all the way through. Like I need to tweak. I need to change videos constantly. Please don't judge me because it's definitely not giving clean girl, but I'm just shoving all my clothes to one side of the bed and I think we're going to deal with them in the morning. Don't judge the way that I look right now. I'm midway through washing my tan off. My tan's actually come out really good. You won't be able to, like, this camera kind of like washes me out and puts an effect on it, but it's nice. It's just actually crazy on my hands. Like I don't know if this is from putting it on or if it's because I've had my hand pressed against me while I sleep, but every single time I use a rose and caramel tan, my hands come out looking crazy. And I even put like moisturiser on my hands straight away and wash them straight away, so it must be coming from like sleeping. I've got my hair toner in right now. I'm gonna wash it off in about 5-10 minutes and then we're gonna have to tackle the room. also just found out that we've got a call to talk about the Coachella plans in half an hour, so I've just said to them like, my camera might have to be off because I don't know where I'm going to point the camera in this room, and I'm in a dressing gown. It's 111 on the 11th of February. Got 17 minutes. I'm going to try and speed tidy. I think it will help me having a bit of pressure before this call. So the timer is going off. It's time for the meeting. Hi. That call started at 11:30. I did not expect to be on the phone for an hour, but we had a lot of stuff to talk about because I've not been told I can't talk about this, but we're planning to go to Coachella, me and another festival influencer from Europe, and her manager is like sorting it all out for us, but Coachella is in like literally a month and a half. We don't have tickets yet, so we're all just trying to sort out what we're doing because we need accommodation. I've got my flights, and obviously because it's me, I've already started planning my outfits, but the key elements are missing, so we're really like trying to get it all sorted over the next few weeks. It's now lunchtime and I'm so hungry. It wasn't actually that messy, and now I can sit down on my seat. I feel a lot better, but I have still got to put my sheets on, so I'm going to sort through my washing. Last night was one of the rare occasions that my fake tan and my hair wash routine coincided naturally. I hate when like I've got freshly washed hair but I also want to be tanned. But I got to wash my hair this morning and wash off my tan because I always feel like it makes your hair smell a bit like tan if you sleep with fake tan on. So we just need to dry this. It's like a tiny bit damp still, which is good because I hope I can dry it and it'll stay straight because I really don't want to use a straightener on it. I'm gonna finish eating the sushi and then let it work out. Back from the gym, I did a really quick workout because then I realised it was going to hit rush hour and I didn't want it to take me like half an hour to drive 4 miles home. But I've got my shopping. I'm about to do my fridge restock. Fridge restocked. Now time to clean the bathroom. The bathroom done. I've just put everything back. It was spotless. If you want to see like the cleaning video, go on my TikTok because I will have already posted it. Obviously, I'm going to do the bed sheets once they come out the dryer. I'm actually sweating now, but I'm not going to lie, I don't think the bed sheets are going to be dry in time. Wednesday morning, we actually ended up having to put on the old bed sheets, which were definitely stained with fake tan because my bed sheets are still in the dryer. The dryer is just not working at all. It would have been quicker to just hang them up. But I wanted to show you the end of the transformation because I'm feeling very clean girl. I'm very satisfied. So the bed, it's not only made, I actually really like the feel of these bed sheets and I do think they look nice. It's just annoying that the inside of them has got like orange. It makes them look like they're dirty but they're not. Plus I wanted to show you my really cute outfit which I've got on today. I'm going to the gym and then I'm going for sushi with my mum. We meet like maybe like we try and do it once every week to go for sushi, and there's this place near us that has like a set menu on lunch times and it's like 2 courses for £12, so it's really good and it's not too unhealthy. Let's go because we've only got a few hours until lunch. I'm going to go to Dunelm Mill first, and there's another thing that I actually want to do. I want to print out a photo, but I don't know where you can print stuff nowadays. I don't know where Ryman's is. The issue is with Stockport, what annoys me is you have to pay for parking everywhere, and everywhere's like actually a decent walkway. So if I pay for parking at one end of Stockport, I don't have to pay for it again at the other end. And I know it seems lazy, but actually, if it's like a half-hour walk to one end, like the whole trip is like an hour, and I only have 2 hours until I need to meet my mum in Wilmslow, which is like pretty far away. So I changed my jacket because I felt like sometimes I do think, am I overdoing the pink a little bit? Do I look like a crazy person? Because I'm like, if I saw myself in the street with fresh eyes, would I think that that is a normal person? Head to toe, every single thing that they're carrying is pink. No, that would be a very strange sight to see, so I've toned it down a little bit. We're wearing beige. I do wish I wore a hairband. I did also have like a weird realisation yesterday where I was like, are we going to all look back on this era with like the thick hairbands, because there's a lot of adverts for the TikTok shop hairbands, and we're going to think like, what were we doing, like that was so ugly? I think potentially we might. Could be the next micro trend that we all regret. This roundabout always really confuses me, so I'll catch up with you when we get to Dunham Mill. Not sure how I just carried all of this to the car with my handbag. We've successfully collected everything that we needed to collect. I have now got to go meet my mum for lunch, so I'll catch up with you when we're there. Got to the gym. I think I'm just going to do cardio today because I want to be quick. Just got back to mine. I've got like an hour to get ready. I'm just wearing like a bodysuit and jeans from H&M. I've got my little like red kitten heels on that I bought when I was in Slovakia, but we might be walking to the restaurant, so I'm just thinking probably best to change because I don't want to be holding everyone back when we're walking, because like there's not really much point in driving. It's only less than a kilometre away. But I'm just gonna do my makeup now and film a TikTok while I do it. I will show you it once it's done. Okay guys, makeup is on. I've just put this like cute coat on, changed into my Converse. Let's go. So it's the next day. It was actually such a nice meal. I didn't take any videos of the food, but I had jackfruit taco, like sushi style, and sushi veggie crunch roll. It was so nice. We went to the Charles in Chiltern, no, in Didsbury. They have really good sushi and drinks and stuff. I have to like instantly get out the clothes that I wear to drive home, because I don't know if it's just me, but well, I'm disorganised, but whenever I stay at my boyfriend's house, I don't bring a change of clothes for the next day, and I cannot put on yesterday's clothes, especially when it was like a bodysuit and it's like tight and I've not washed yet, and I've got to wear like yesterday's knickers and stuff. Like, actually makes me feel so like horrible sensation. So I always just like borrow whatever top he wore yesterday. I'll eat my porridge. I was thinking I could answer some questions that I didn't get around to answering in the Slovakia video from when I put on my Instagram story. Does anyone have any questions? One question was about what equipment do I take with me for filming when I go away. I take my phone, which has got this stand, so I don't actually need a tripod. Sometimes I do bring a tripod. Usual one that I take, it does have a light, but I never use the light. And it goes very tall. Like, you could take full outfit photos with this, but it packs down very small. But I don't really use it that often, so I stopped bringing it because I usually just set my phone on a table in the accommodation. Clip-on light for when I'm taking like videos out and about and it's too dark. Bluetooth clicker so I can take my photos when I'm stood far away from my phone. And then I also bring my proper lights. These ones are like £15 off AliExpress. I showed in the Slovakia video like how small they pack down as well, so you can see that. Someone else said, what do I think of drug use at festivals? And people always ask me this. Avoid speaking about it because there's a lot of people that get very defensive of like, you can't have raves without pills. Pills are the reason that raves exist. And I just think, babe, I do obviously agree that throughout, like when raving became popular, a lot of people were doing MD, but I also don't think that you can't rave sober, and I'm definitely not a sober raver. I don't do pills and I don't do any stimulants because it just doesn't agree with me. Like, the come downs are really bad, and because I'm going to a lot of events and stuff like that, I don't really want to be taking the week to recover and feeling depressed for a month afterwards. Like, when I used to have to go to work after a festival the next day, like, you just can't. Like, if you're going to like 2 festivals a year, you can, but like not if you're doing more than that. But even then, I wouldn't recommend it, because the thing is with people that take pills at festivals is they'll take like 1 and a bit on the first day, and then the next day they have to take 2, and then by like day 3 or 4 they've got absolutely no serotonin left. Like, it's hard enough without messing with your serotonin at festivals to keep like the happiness, because obviously alcohol messes people's serotonin too. I just think it's very counterproductive. Like, it's better to just like enjoy yourself from the music and from being with your friends and having a good time from that. Obviously there are other things that like I think are less bad than alcohol, and like anything that I do, I'm ready to defend. Whether I would defend it online, maybe not, because obviously it can affect brand deals and my job in the future, like if I wanted to go back into law, but like I definitely think things that are natural are not worse than alcohol. Someone said, how do I manage my finances? I'm quite into finances and investing and stuff like that. Like my favourite book to do with that, if you should want a recommendation, is A Rich Dad Poor Dad, and it's all about like creating your life with assets and liabilities and like investing your money well and things like that. I am good at saving. Like this year I've saved a lot of money. I've probably saved about £30,000 this year, even while travelling and stuff like that. And also I made a really good investment like 2 years ago in Bitcoin, and that was because I knew that when the recession happens, or when everything goes wrong, it's the best time to invest. So like I invested right when the FTX, which was like the Bitcoin, I don't even know what it was. Like I literally know nothing, but I just knew everything went wrong. Bitcoin dropped really low. I was like, perfect time to buy in. And I bought in when it was like 13,000. It's like 75,000 now. Didn't put in a lot. I didn't have a lot of money, but like if I had more, then I would have had more. That would have been like, I would have been like made for life. But that's just a general like economic, obviously I can't give financial advice, I think you have to say that, but just a general economic principle is that like when stuff dips down low, obviously you buy low, you sell high. It is gambling at the end of the day, so don't put any money into investments like that you're not willing to lose. But I think that's the thing with me, is that I'm very not risk averse. Like I don't mind risk. I'm young, I've got very minimal living costs, which is why I'm living in somewhere like this, and people always like make comments about it. I'm like, mate, I'm paying £700 a month. I paid 6 months up front. I could pay another 6 months up front easily. It's so much less stress in my life. Like my car's bought secondhand outright. The thing that costs me money is shopping, but like everything else in my life is very, very, very cheap, and I like it that way because I just don't have financial stresses at all. And like it actually, like whenever I hear people talk about, oh well, I need to put money aside for this holiday, that holiday, I just don't do that. If I want money, I'm focus on making more money, rather than like, oh my god, I need to cancel this subscription and I've spent too much on coffee this month. Like I promise you, rich people do not get rich by being stingy and not spending money. They get rich by making more money. Like you need to shift your mindset and like have an abundance mindset. See, this is a little bit like more like woo woo, but like I think honestly sometimes if your calling is calling you and you refuse to go for it, then like you're blocking yourself from receiving the abundance that is meant to be coming for you. Like for example, when I was working in law, I wasn't making good money, but it was seen as more like dependable money and things like that. People who give us like job advice want to make us feel like the most safe, so they're like, go into something that's like that they know about, that's been around for a longer time, and it's all well intended, but like the way that the economy is now is so different. There's so many ways to make money without actually having to be academically bright or having to go to the best uni. And if anything, like from watching how my parents were, who are both very academic and have worked hard their whole lives, like they're doing really well for themselves, like they're middle class and like they're not struggling, but they, like if you put even an ounce of, like my mum and dad work until 11 p.m. every single night, if they put that work into like investing or into like literally anything, like they could retire so early. But like my parents are just hard workers, and they're from that generation where it's more about hard work than like work smart, if you know what I mean. Someone else said, do you never get the ick from buying in the charity shops? They struggle with like wanting to wear secondhand clothes. I don't buy certain things in the charity shop. Like I would never buy a t-shirt in the charity shop. Like any like stretchy material that would hold the scent of someone else that touches your skin directly, I would never buy. So if you like see my charity shop stuff, I mainly buy like trousers, skirts and jackets. Like I don't really buy tops unless it's like a vest top. Someone said, what festival am I most excited for in 2025? And I've actually not booked a single festival yet. I really want to do one in Hungary. It's a Psytrance one, it's 10 days. I'll probably go for less than the full time. But like, I want someone to go with me, and I don't really have any friends in the UK that are like, I've got people that are like, oh, I'll go to the Psy Forest for a bit, but like, they're not like, oh, I want to do a 10-day Psytrance festival. But it's going to be hard to convince someone to come to that, because I really don't think any of my friends are going to want to go. When you became a solicitor, did you think you'd leave for content creation? I started becoming a solicitor, content creation. I didn't get TikTok until after lockdown, because when I was doing lockdown, I was doing my final year law exams at uni, so I didn't want to distract myself, so I didn't even know how to use TikTok until after lockdown, which I feel like looking back now, I'm like, oh, I regret that so much, and I regret not having Instagram running alongside of it and reposting all my TikToks from the start, because the sooner, like, it was easier to grow in lockdown when TikTok was more, like, everyone was inside the house and TikTok was newer. And like, I didn't start TikTok with the intent of me just posting like about my life. I started it to promote my Festy Boutique, like fashion Depop thing for like festival outfits. And then just because I wasn't always wearing just because I wasn't always wearing the stuff that I was selling, I kind of gradually transitioned it to just posting more varied things. It did happen very gradually. The thing that made it easy for me to quit was because I saw it as just like, oh, you're just quitting because you always wanted to go to Bali and Thailand, but you didn't do it when you first finished uni because it was just out of COVID. So I was like, you were always intending on doing this. You were just going to do your solicitor's qualification first, and then once you got that, now you're allowed to do your travelling. So I wasn't thinking of it as long term. Then while I was travelling, I was kind of thinking like, I'm not going back to that company, that's for sure. But I was already making what I was making while I was at that company. But then when it came back in December, I was like, right, I saw this video that said it was about setting like big goals rather than setting realistic ones, and I was like, if you want to do this full time, you need to treat it like a full-time job. So I was like posting like 6 videos a day, and that was when I really started to grow. Hopefully this doesn't get too rambly, but anyone who can film themselves doing their job should do that, because it's literally going to double your income. Obviously if you're a solicitor like I was, or if you were like, my mum's a teacher, you can't film that because it's private. But like, say like, obviously my boyfriend started to film him doing work. I don't think he'll be able to film actually at his job because that's on work time, but like if he's doing jobs for other people at the weekend, he can film it. And like anyone that's like a nail tech or a hair person, or like any job where you're doing something that people would like to watch, like a cleaner, if you film that while doing your job, you're going to make so much money. You're going to be able to and eventually just make the money from the content and actually limit how much you even have to do with the actual job. There's still some more questions to answer, but I feel like in every single video I'll do like a little question and answer segment, because otherwise like I just can talk for ages and it's going to make each video like an hour and a half long. In my shower and I put like my workout clothes on, but it's like, this top is from Cassette Does Me. It's really cute, makes your boobs look really nice, and I'm wearing it with the white top which I got at New Yorker when I was in Slovakia, but you can get it in like most European, sorry. But I wanted to show you this because I bought this as my new shower gel at Tesco's, and it smells exactly like the Brazilian Bum Bum Cream. Talk about tongue scraping as well, because I don't actually know what I was doing before tongue scraping. I used to have a plasticky one, but now I've got like a metal one. Honestly, every day, and you still, it's kind of gross, I don't know why I'm showing you this, you still get like the white plaque and bacteria that you can like scrape off your tongue, and I just find that it's not as ticklish as with a toothbrush. I've been getting a few more spots recently. I don't know if it's because I've just been on my period, but then I've also just thought it could be because I've not washed my makeup brushes in a while. I also need to get my nails redone. I'm thinking I'm just going to go for like a basic pink this time, just so that I'm happy with it, because I find whenever I get designs, I'm just not really happy with them. I don't know, nail art recently, I've not been like obsessed with my nails, and then the last ones, we used a new product and it only lasted for like a week and a half, which was better than the ones that I had at Christmas, which lasted 4 days. But I don't know what's happened recently. So much admin to do today because I've been getting a lot of different email opportunities come in and I need to reply to all of them. I'm so excited. Oh my god, I'm just thinking of more things that I need to do. After this we also need to go downstairs and I've got some washing up to do. I'm just about to eat my salad because I'm so hungry. It's only like 11:30 right now, but because I bought 6 of these and they all go out of date tomorrow, and I've got 4 of them. No, I think I've actually got 5 of them left, so like we need to eat them fast. But I'm gonna film a mukbang while I eat on my TikTok, which is set up over there. Finished doing all my emails and putting all of the clips from this vlog into CapCut, but oh my god, they've reshuffled themselves because I exported them all in one big go rather than sitting there and like making sure it wasn't glitching. They've just rejumbled up and it's actually so stressful to work out the order of. I saw this really cute pillow, like that's so like cottage core vibe. I love that. I think that's gonna go with my room, but I also want to buy stuff that like I'm not gonna like fall out with, and I feel like that in like a front room that was more chilled, not everything pink, would still be a vibe. A wave of tiredness has just hit me and I'm like, do I get a caffeinated coffee? Because I've not had any caffeine today. That's probably what it is. I might do that because I'm just actually shattered and it's only 1:45. I'll show you something that I ordered on Vinted. I've had it for a few days now, but I just keep forgetting to show you. So it's basically this like vintage new look 2-piece. It's got little micro shorts. I'm not going to be able to wear this until the summer. And then a corset top. I actually don't know what I've done because I saw this on the ground, and obviously I went for my cervical screening recently, and I already had the results back, and then I saw another NHS letter on the ground, and I swear it said my name. I picked it up and I was like, oh, what if they sent me a cervical screening result saying it was all fine, when it actually wasn't. So then I was like, okay, they might have sent me another one. The first one might have been a mistake. I've got health anxiety anyway, so I was like, probably should like open it ASAP. Opened it, and then I was like, this isn't even addressed to me. What the fuck? Like, I've just opened someone else's letter. This one's literally just saying you need to book in for your screening, which everyone gets, so hopefully they're not too mad. But I'm gonna finish this and then let's go work out. I was just editing my YouTube video while walking on the treadmill, and I ended up walking for an hour and a half. My mum just rang me and she said that tomorrow me and her might go pick up a mirror for their room. It's like a bit of a Japanesey style mirror, which is in Knutsford, and they have really good charity shops in Knutsford. Last time I went to Knutsford charity shopping, I caused an absolute scene because I found these like £450 pair of shoes that were being sold for like 20. I didn't buy them, but I mentioned it in a video, and then the lady who donated them tried to go back in and say can she have them back. She accidentally donated them, and then everyone, like not everyone, I'm exaggerating, I think like 3 or 4 people went, also tried to buy the shoes, and apparently there was like a bit of drama at the charity shop. But they always have really expensive stuff donated because it's quite a bougie area. So I'm going to go with her so I can film a charity shop video and give her some opinions on the mirrors, but we're not sure if it's a scam because it's a Facebook Marketplace one that links to a mirror shop that's there, but they've stopped replying, so we're like, is someone posing as the mirror shop or is it legit? But we will see tomorrow. I have been a little bit naughty and I wanted to show you some stuff that I just went and collected from Vintage because I'm going to do a little try on. First things first actually is this dress which I got for £8. I'm considering wearing for one of my many birthday outings this month. My birthday is the 27th of February. I'm planning like to go to Poland with my friends and then with my mum and dad and my family and stuff. I'm not sure where we'll be going yet, but I'm sure I'll need to be the centre of attention. So let's try this on. Quite long. Like maybe if it was like up to here, that would be better. Up to there. Push the boobs up. This would be better. What am I going to do though? Let's try on the set that I showed you before. Oh, I'm not going to do it up, but like guys, I'm actually obsessed with that. When it's done up, it's going to be even more like pushing the girls together, but that is probably my favourite Vintage find ever. Let's try this top on. I'm just going to keep these shorts on. Just imagine with like a white maxi skirt. I just love it. Right, next top. This one does have a zip. I'm thinking like with a little mini skirt. I'm not really sure. I feel like it's a little bit more boxy. I think maybe like with the right bottoms because the shorts are throwing me off. And I've just hung up the second birthday dress next to the other option. People keep asking about this when it's from ASOS, but I feel like that's a very summery colour, so I'm not sure if I wear that on my birthday or keep it for a summer outfit because I wore the black version of that last year on my birthday. And I've just put the pillow on my bed, but I will catch up with you guys in the morning. Happy Valentine's Day. I've woken up with an irritated bladder. Obviously I've decided to take matters into my own hands. I was taking cranberry tablets for a little bit, which had helped. Obviously giving up caffeine I think had helped just because I was drinking less regularly. Like I'm not actually sure if the caffeine was irritating it because I've been having caffeine occasionally. Now I'm going to be more strict with that, no caffeine. I saw that apparently citrus and stuff could irritate it, but I've not really been eating citrus. I've seen some stuff that you can order and I'm going to give you my feedback. So first of all, there's this thing called D-mannose powder, which looks like this. And apparently if you take that, it's like a natural antibiotic and you take like a few spoonfuls of it. Look up how to take it, but you take it more the first day, less the second day, and then gradually it fades down and it should kill if there is bacteria, because someone said to me that if they don't do the urine sample in the morning, then like if it's like a mild UTI, it's not going to show up. Aloe vera. We should go get cranberry tablets, but I think I'm going to go buy them today in person. And then the final thing that I bought, vegan omega 3. These are all vegan and I just saw a PT recommend stuff like this. Biotin is for like hair and nails growth. You're so cute. Iron tablets. These smell really bad. These have also got B12 in actually. Really loving this. I'm going to take this with me so that like whenever I get the thought, take your vitamins, and I can take them. Please ignore this pile of clean laundry that we need to put away before tonight. Everything is still good as the reset made it, but I've got to wrap those presents for Valentine's Day tonight and then put these away, which I'm not sure where the space is. Also guys, I'm actually screaming. My boyfriend just sent me this video because obviously he started vlogging his house construction page because I really wanted him to start doing TikTok as well, and he's going to start doing his van up on TikTok, and someone just did this video saying hyping Becca's man up even though I'm a gay man who knows nothing about noise insulation or building. I was actually screaming. I thought that was so cute. This is the outfit that I'm going to be wearing thrifting. It's just a comfy one. I couldn't really pick what jacket because it's so comfy. Like none of my smarter jackets really suited, but I think this is like casual enough. I'm like not really sure what bag I'm going to bring. Way to meet my mum now. I'm hoping that I'll have like an extra 5 or 10 minutes when we get there because I want to film a TikTok haul of the stuff that I thrifted in Slovakia. Like I carried it out to my car a few days ago because sometimes I just think the car background just hits better than like filming it inside. I'm actually 15 minutes early, which means I've got time to film this and then I'm gonna have some of my salad. I've just finished filming that and now the sun has decided to come out, which is kind of annoying, but I think it would have been backlit anyway. It's just a bit more glowy lighting. We'll go and meet my mum now and I'll try to get a few clips when we're in Knutsford because it is such a stunning place to go. Definitely if you live nearby, it's worth the drive just to go for like a coffee and like a cute day. Speaking of coffee, my mum actually picked me up with a really nice iced coffee and these new mugs which she got from TK Maxx. Very much considering stealing them, but obviously the main mission here was to look at the mirror and decide whether she's going to get it, and she got such a good deal on it. You're going to see it in a minute. It was that tall wooden one with the curved cornered edges. If you are looking for cheap mirrors, these are all ex-display mirrors, I think, or ex-model ones, and he sells them so cheap. That was only £100, but it's like a designer mirror. It's going to look so good in my mum's room because they're going to be doing it sort of like Japanesey minimal. Obviously, the main reason I came to Knutsford was because I wanted to look at the charity shops, and I actually ended up spending like £60 this day. If you want to see what I got, go onto my TikTok. I started to get so hungry from all the shopping, so I persuaded my mum to come to Gusto. They got a really nice back room, and we found out that they had this offer where if you pay for a membership, you get 40% off food midweek. So my mum and dad have now signed up for a membership, which is good because I love these little rose petal garlic bread things to start off with. Guys, I'm back now. It's like 5:40. I've picked up all the food for us to make dinner. We are gonna wrap up all of these presents and stuff soon. I'm just like having a little moment because magnesium also makes you tired. I think I am just tired anyway because I didn't get to sleep until quite late and then I had to wake up at 7. So let's wrap up together. I'm gonna leave you and we'll be filming some of what we cook for Valentine's Day on TikTok, so make sure you go watch that if you haven't already. Thank you for watching and I'll catch up with you on my next YouTube.